So there was a big phenomenon during that time called Luke and Laura. And all my friends watched General Hospital, and my mom watched the CBS soaps, As the World Turns and Guiding Light. So we had one TV. So you watched whatever was on. So I kind of knew.
I hear you quite well.
Yes, exactly. They don't know how that is nowadays, where there's a TV in every room. But for us,
Yeah.
it was one TV, no VCR. So, which is part of the story. So I knew the characters and watched the show with her when it was on, but I wasn't obsessed with it. But with the whole thing with Luke and Laura, that changed the whole trajectory of soaps because it changed the viewership. It broadened the audience to younger people like my age at the time. I think I was probably 13 or whatever, but it was high school students and college students. And so it also changed how soaps were written because they wanted more adventure and super couples and things like that. So I was sick. I was homesick I had chicken pox. So, you're home for like a week. And it was the very beginning of the Mr. Big, Tom and Margo story when they were in the castle. And I'd never seen anything like it. So, it was creative and, funny, and they were amazing in their chemistry. And not that I really knew what chemistry was, but, they were just so amazing together. And I was just hooked. I was completely hooked. And so at the end of my week of being sick, I'm like, wait, what am I going to do? I have to know if they get out of the castle. And so I pretended to be sick for another week and kept watching. And by the end of that second week, my mom was kind of caught on, and she said, you're going back to school. Like, you're fine. So again, we didn't have VCRs. Some people did, we did not. And so I had a little tape recorder, and my mom would tape record As the World Turns, because it aired at 1:30 p.m. So it wasn't like I could even rush home and see the end of it. And she would tape record it. And when I got home, I would listen to it until, I was on break or we had summer or whatever. So I just, I think like when you connect with a character, yes, it's like the writing and the story and everything, but it's really the actors, in my opinion, that that draw you in. And to me, Justine Deas and Margaret Colin they just drew me in. I love them as the characters. And then once they left the show, whatever they were on, I would watch, so it was definitely them as actors because everything else they were in was amazing too.